During the 2000s, one of the primary focuses of the mainstream media was the usage of performance enhancing drugs in sports. They would find these tragic stories of high school kids passing away because they were abusing PEDs. When I was in high school and college, steroid use was extremely common, not just with athletes. There were kids who had never picked up a bat or a golf club in their lives injecting their bongos with steroids. One of my close friends at the time, we had known each other since we were in kindergarten, always been the same size, same height, same weight. He started using steroids because he wanted the muscular frame of a bodybuilder. He thought girls would be more attracted to him if he looked like a gigantic baboon. When we graduated high school, we were both 6 feet tall, weighed 170, 175 pounds. 12, 18 months later, I was still 175 pounds. He was around 225. We graduated high school in 2003. New Year's Eve 2006, while I was downtown being a 22-year-old maniac, he was laying in a hospital bed. Why? Because he had a heart attack at 21 years old, 22 years old. The mainstream media coverage of steroid abuse, it was one of the few times where the media got it right. Even to this day, the media refuses to allow legends like Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens into the Hall of Fame because they were using steroids. Every year they use the same excuse. They claim Barry Bonds had a competitive edge. They claim he cheated because he was using PEDs. If we were to judge the media based solely on their coverage of PEDs in sports and the dangers of steroids to kids, you would think they were against athletes having an unfair advantage. You would think they were supporters of an even playing field. Everyone has the same opportunity to win. Every mainstream media outlet covered the two biggest steroid scandals, Vince McMahon and the WWF in the early to mid 90s, and the steroid scandal in Major League Baseball in the 2000s. New York Times, Washington Post, ESPN, LA Times, Chicago Tribune, Philadelphia Inquirer, all of them, they all covered it. Now, with that being the case, let me ask you something. Where is that same media? Where is that same energy when it comes to transgender athletes in sports? More specifically, transgender athletes in high school sports. The story I'm about to share with you, I've been sitting on this story all week. One of you guys emailed this to me earlier this week. To be honest with you, if they hadn't brought this to my attention, I probably wouldn't know about it because the media is strangely silent. What makes this even worse, this incident didn't happen in some woke capital like San Francisco or Seattle. It happened in North Carolina, the same state that made it illegal for peeping Peter Beater to share a restroom with your 9-year-old daughter. Last month, Cherokee County, North Carolina, Hiwassee High School was playing Highlands High School in a volleyball match. Now, when most people think of volleyball, they assume it's females competing against each other. For the most part, volleyball is a female sport. That was not the case last month in North Carolina because Highlands High School had an ace up their sleeve. They had a competitive advantage. Perhaps they practiced the ideology of Bill Belichick, win at all cost. Or maybe they were just confused. Maybe they thought Halloween fell in September instead of October because Highlands High School had a dude on their team dressed up pretending to be a girl. We have been saying for a while now that it's only a matter of time before someone is seriously injured. Anytime the media covers transgender athletes, they always frame the narrative around the feelings of the particular athlete. Tran Dan deserves to play volleyball too. We cannot discriminate against him because he was born with a dong instead of a thong. That's just bad, like Orange Man bad. The media loves to focus on feelings, nothing more than feelings. How I want that feeling of you and my bongo. The same media obsessed with the feelings of one confused shitfuck never considers the feelings of all the other athletes that it affects. Again, we have all been saying for a while now, it's only a matter of time before someone's seriously hurt. Well, time ran out last month in North Carolina. The dude from Highlands High School that was pretending to be a girl, he went to spike the ball. He cranked up his gas-powered arm motor. He shifted his bongo transmission from first to fifth gear to be sure he had plenty of jumping power. This dude was ready to make the spike of the century. Unfortunately, There was an innocent victim on the other side of the net. Now, I apologize for the quality of this video. It looks like this was filmed with a disposable camera from Walmart, but watch for yourself. I don't know if you could tell this from the video, but this dude spiked the ball with so much force, it bounced off that girl's face back into the net. She laid on the floor for minutes unable to move. This poor girl suffered serious head and neck injuries. This happened 4 weeks ago, September 21st. It's October 22nd. And this girl is still experiencing long-term concussion symptoms. She's got vision problems. Most of the time when a player in the NFL gets a concussion, they're cleared to return, 1, maybe 2 weeks. It's been 4 weeks, and doctors still have not cleared this girl to return. In response to this incident and the backlash they received from pissed-off parents, the Cherokee County School Board canceled all future games with Highlands High School. That should have happened before all of this went down. As soon as the board knew there was a dude on the team, the game should have been canceled. A lot of people want to blame the player, the dude that spiked the ball. I don't blame him. He's a fucking kid. I blame the coach, who should have never allowed him on the team. I blame the school board, the North Carolina Athletic Commission, for allowing him to play. I also blame Hiwassee High School for participating in this volleyball match, knowing there was a dude on the opposing team. They put these girls in a dangerous situation just to play a meaningless volleyball game that no one gives a shit about. There's a simple solution to this problem. If you want to put a dude on the girls' team, okay, fine, that's your right. All other schools that are competing the right way should refuse to play against you. If you don't have opponents, all they can do is play with themselves, which is nothing new for the average wanker spanker. As you guys know, I don't like lawsuits. Vast majority of lawsuits are frivolous. They're time wasters. In most cases, it's some lazy bum who ran out of woke welfare looking for a quick cash grab so they don't have to go back to work. But the parents of this young girl, they should sue Cherokee County for millions. Since when has it become acceptable for adults to put kids in a dangerous situation? We used to protect children. Today, we have adults risking the safety of normal kids to protect the feelings of one. You know who I blame the most for this, though? The mainstream media. Guess how many mainstream media outlets have picked up this story? Just take a wild guess. 0. None. One of the local affiliates in North Carolina covered the story, but it's strange. They forgot to mention one minor detail. When the ABC affiliate reported this incident, they failed to mention that this girl was injured by a dude. They said she was injured by another female player. Well, Casey, that would be misgendering. That is a clear violation of the woke commandments. When you misgender someone, they force you to be the piñata at the Butt Bongo Festival, where blindfolded shitfucks beat your bongo with stiffies until it burst. I'm confused. Wouldn't calling a dude a girl be an example of misgendering? It seems to me normal people are not guilty of misgendering. The shitfucks are violating their own laws. Constant pressure from the media is the reason this continues to happen. Yes, Cherokee County, they should have never allowed this to happen. They should have had the courage to take a stand. But if they had, the full force of the media would have come down on them. I saw a poll the other day. They were asking registered voters, what is the biggest threat to America? Most of the time, Republican and Democratic voters, they can't agree on anything. One party says the sky is blue. The other says the sky is crying from the pollution of gas-powered media mouth farts. Now, I can't remember the exact number, but it was something like 65, maybe 70% of people thought the mainstream media was the biggest threat to America. They're 100% correct. Our media is a fungus. You can make a strong case that we have the most agenda-driven, dishonest media in the world. Nothing is fact-checked anymore. Most of the stories you read in the media, they're fairy tales, they're made up. The media is refusing to cover this story in North Carolina because they know it destroys their narrative. They celebrated Leah Thomas. This woman is my hero. I hope my son can be half the woman Leah Thomas is. Well, yeah, that won't be too hard since Leah Thomas ain't a woman. The truth doesn't matter to the media anymore. The only thing they care about is pushing their ideology. Like I said, I've been sitting on this story all week, waiting for one woke media outlet to pick up the story. It never happened. But let me know what you think. Who do you blame here? Who's most at fault? The Cherokee County School Board, both high schools for allowing this to happen, the coaches, or the mainstream media? You let me know. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys later.